Hello, everyone. This is Asim from Trade with Asim and Sajjad with another weekly analysis from 22 January to 26 January 2018. We will be discussing few currency pair, including the dollar index, Euro USD, GBP USD, USD, and Japanese yen, USD and Canadian dollar, and gold against the dollar. So I have here Sajjad with me. We are having this live session with Mr. Sajjad. I welcome Sajjad for the weekly analysis. He is the host of all the shows, and I will be giving my own analysis as well while he's speaking. So we will be interrupting each other. So I will give the mic to Sajjad, and I will ask him to start with the dollar index and his analysis for 22 January to 26 Jan. Thank you so much, Sajjad. Please.
Thank you, Asim. Hi, everyone. Uh, this is Sajjad from Trade with Asim and Sajjad. I hope you are enjoying your weekend. And I would also like to welcome Mr. Asim. He's in Pakistan these days. So hopefully we both will try to post more and more videos and reviews. So let's start with the dollar index. As we mentioned last time, dollar index is just trying to bounce back. You can see for the last 5 days, actually, it has tested the support and trying to go up. Even you would have heard like U.S. government is now trying to think to implement some policies because the weaker dollar is not good for them. So we can expect some good movement in US dollar. Here is daily chart. If I can show you the monthly chart.
Sajjad, sorry, I will be interrupting, but I think during the being the dollar the weakest, it has been always at the weakest from last few months. Looking into the chart, am I right? It has been always trading below from last few months. It's a downtrend.
Yeah, you can say even from the start of the year, it's just declining.
Mhm.
But what's my point is that if you can see, dollar has just touched the 100 moving average, and if you can see the Fibonacci retracement, it has also touched 0.618, which is very ideal retracement level. And I'm looking the candle will close in above this level,
Mhm.
and that's why I'm thinking like we can see a very good move in the US dollar. If even I can show you the hourly or 4-hour chart. Yesterday dollar did very well. Here it is. So you can see, you see this move is really
On hourly chart, it's making an inverted
hammer.
hammer,
Mhm.
and but if it will break this level on hourly chart and it goes above the moving average of 100, so I expect it to go more higher. The dollar index should go higher, and it can go up to 92, 93 level.
Yeah, I do agree. But what's another thing I would like to mention? You can see it's just trying, to break this moving average. It tried here, then tried again here,
It
even.
tried at which level, Sajad? At 90 point.
First it started at 91.79.
Okay.
Yeah, even then again at the same point. Then it tried to go up, but then it came again down. And then yesterday I think the market close was because it was a weekend close and not many people traded this time.
Mm-hmm.
So even I expect like the market can open with a gap up.
Get up, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, on the weekend, a lot of people avoid to do the trading in the stock exchange just to avoid, any uncertain position,
Yeah.
because a lot of big banks and all these people are trying to lower the prices just for their own profits.
Yes, that's why I also try to avoid trading at these times. I always recommend or advise my followers or friends don't trade at the closings. So anything can happen, but because the momentum is just getting stronger, so we can expect a gap up, and same will happen with the other pairs. They will be, opening with the gap down.
Sure.
Yeah, let's move to the euro. Yeah, Mr. Asim.
Yeah, Euro USD is on daily chart. It has formed a hammer again. It's on a red candle. I would expect another day to be a red candle as well, and the next candle I'm expecting to be red. But all of the movement in the Euro USD depends on the dollar index. So this is something that we need to be watching closely of the for the dollar index. The more the dollar index move up, the more we will see the good movement and red candles in the Euro USD pair. And there is, if we check on, there is, it has uh, reached on a on a monthly basis. It has reached the highest point of. I will just zoom in the chart. So it has reached 1.23156. It was the highest level of this month, and then it got retraced. But as for the on monthly, it can go more high. But if the dollar gets strengthened, it's going to come down. Already the indicator of statistics, it's about 70, about 80. So technically, it should come down as it is already touching the 100 moving average. Just to tell you, the red is 50 moving average, and in the chart, and blue is the 100 moving average. So it has touched the 100 moving average, and normally, if it will touch and then it got retracement, the pair should come down and it should form a red candle.
Well, if we are talking about the monthly, I don't think it will close in red, but it can come down, and because it's a very strong resistance area for the any pair to touch 100 moving average. I expect like until the next Friday, we can see a gradual downtrend in Euro USD. If you can just bring it to
A daily
daily
chart.
chart.
Yeah, now we are on daily
Yeah,
chart.
so I expect the Euro USD to at least it can come to this level first, 1.206.
1.20 level.
Yeah, 1.2070 exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And if it can hold this, then it might just retrace, sorry, go in sideways for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
But on the longer picture, this is the first target, and the next one even can come to 1.1943.
1943.
Yeah, but it's a market. Anything is possible. We can't predict 100%.
But what do you think would be the movement between which position you might think the pair may trade in between, like between one to it is currently is on 1.22.
Yeah.
So
I'm,
you
I'm looking for at the range from 1.22 to 1.20.
1.20.
Yeah, so it can just move. We can say for the even until mid of February.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then if we have any clear policy on US dollar, so for the longer trend, then we can.
I think US needs to do something about the dollar because it's affecting a lot the US economy.
Yes, they
Because
cannot afford actually for that long to have a lower prices. So definitely they will be working on it. So it's a very good opportunity for
but on the
investment.
other hand, I would say the sellers to be aware, to be careful, because at this moment, if we will not advise to sell because it's a very strong resistance area. What do you think?
From the current point, I would say if we can go to the 4 hour chart. Uh, yes, it is. But it's never wise to to sell at this point. Just give it a chance to go up a little bit and
Then sell.
then sell. Yeah,
Yeah,
but definitely it's a sell.
it's a sell. Yeah,
Yeah, but
definitely.
don't just sell at the open market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to wait a
So
little bit.
those who are watching us live, I would just tell them it's not an investment advice because the market it's our own analysis, our personal views of Asim and Sajjad, and you can take your own decision. And we don't give you an investment advice on this one. So those who have tuned us, we are discussing the Euro USD dollar. Currently, we are on 4 hours chart,
Yeah.
and
So,
the red is 50 moving average, and 50 is moving average is blue on the chart.
so if you can see Asim here, we saw that the higher and then it came down, then it went up again, then there was retracement. So even this one, if US government is not able to increase the value of the dollar, it can even
It
go
can
up
form
again.
another red,
Another leg.
green candle and go
Yeah.
again to the top, and
Yeah.
then maybe unless the U.S. government do something with the dollar and to
Yeah.
strengthen
So
it.
I have to be very careful and have a
Actually,
very.
these small moves, I predict that they're from the small news that comes out, like the monthly reports that we have, or daily that any reports are coming, like housing, the
Yeah, I do agree. But as far as it's already a peak, so mostly buyers are not interested. They just
mm.
wait for the dips. So they just take, and even after the dips, they're not going too strong. You can see the candle sizes are, getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I have to be very careful in the buy trades.
sure.
But yeah, so it's always advisable to buy at dips and then sell at rallies.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the range of euro, as Sajjad said, is between 1 to 1.22 to 1.20.
Yeah.
We advise or we think of having a buying on dips or selling on dips so that you don't lose your investment.
Yeah.
All right. So moving to the another pair, which is GBP USD. Uh,
Well, GBP also looks very strong actually. Personally, I was just thinking it should have fallen yet a day before on Thursday. My point, even I gave signal in the group and some other channels. My point was it formed a very good candle. This was a shooting star, and then the next candle also was in red. So I was expecting the market to to drop from here and come to at least this level. But
1.36.
yeah, but this whole move, I see it as a fake move. You
Mhm.
can see from the candles, they were so small candles. All were the buyers were confused whether to
Mhm.
go more up and up. But then uh, basically the US the GBP data was very weak.
Very weak.
Yeah, so sellers had a control, and from here now I can see it's my target is at least 1.3650.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at this level. It might just retrace a little bit, but it tried, but it failed. I think on Monday we can see a gap down.
A gap down, a
Yeah.
big gap down. Yeah, on GBP, I strongly believe that it has entered its selling position, and it may trade between 138 to 136.
Yeah, that can
1.36,
be the
yeah.
range. But please, guys, you all whenever you listen or you see our signal, it doesn't mean that it goes all the way in one
It's not going to be
go.
actually. It's not going to be
Yeah,
100% accurate, and it
and
will.
no, it takes time.
Yeah,
It's not like in 3 hours or
in
one
or
day.
just
Yeah,
immediately it will just take
yeah.
an
So
effect.
it can
So
take
yeah.
4 or 5 days even. So I have to be patient.
Hmm.
So let's move to Japanese yen. Japanese yen also trying to go up. It did well on Wednesday actually. I was expecting personally it will go up to and may touch 112 and more, but then it failed. And actually, the Japanese economy is doing very well.
Hmm.
So even then, the dollar was strong, but Japanese yen kept it. this pair lower.
Sure.
And right now I'm like you can say neutral on USDJPY
Yeah,
pair.
it's kind of sideways movement, but if I will look into the chart, it may go a little bit up, do some retracement towards upward, and then come down and form some red signal, red bars actually, red candles.
But even if I see this candle, the daily candle close yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
it just I'm thinking it might go again to 110 level, and from there maybe it can just bounce back and go strong, and
True, true.
maybe it can even touch like 130 13.50.
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm not in favor of trading in JPY
Mm-hmm.
because it's a bit confusing for me.
True. Well, we will move to the USD Canadian dollar, uh, which is on a daily chart here. It is trying to move up actually. The candles are forming due to the dollar got some strength. Uh, but always the Canadian dollar is always a strong currency pair, and Canadian dollar is always strong against the US dollar. So I think, and I believe in my personal opinion, that it will do some upward retracement in next few days.
Yeah, definitely. It looks very good now because you can see for the last 4 or 5 days it's just trying hard to go up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can see, it's below 150 moving average.
Sure, sure.
So still, it's not 100% unless it breaks this level.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
will be personally interested to buy it at 1.27.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
so after that, the next level can be around 1.289. But if it can break this level, it's
Uh,
heading to 1.32.
1.32.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's a very good investment actually. It's a long-term uptrend,
Mm-hmm.
and if you can just hold this, I would say like 1.2350 is a key resistance area
Resistance
and
level. Yeah.
support
Support
area.
levels also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it can hold this, it's a very good trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a buy trade, but it's a short term. It may go. It will go up to 1.32 levels, but
You have to be very patient
patience,
actually.
and it may not just go. When we say it will go, it does not mean that on one day the market opens and it will just jump to that pair, right, Sajad?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It will take some time, and we need to be patiently watching it, and we
I
can be it can be good at buying dips. What do you suggest?
Yeah, I would advise that, and I have seen that many of our members in the group, they are day traders.
Hmm.
They're trading like
Intraday
hourly,
trading,
yeah,
actually.
hourly charts, or even
Hmm.
many are on 15 minute chart.
Sure.
It's good. It's good. Every time frame is good.
Hmm.
There is no fixed time frame where everybody should follow that. There are
Hmm.
always opportunities. Even some people can do on the 1 minute chart, but
Sure,
you have
sure.
to be careful. The
Definitely,
only
yeah.
thing is, if you are following money management and risk management, then you are okay to go with any time frame.
Time frame,
But
yes.
if you want long term and risk free or less risk, then you should go for 4 hour or daily chart.
Sure, sure.
Another thing is, I also want to advise my friends that you you always keep one trade for a long term.
Hmm.
Let's say it's about for a week or 2 weeks.
Sure,
Then another trade you can take for 1 day or 2 day, and then on an intraday basis you can have a 4 hour or 1 hour time frame. So
sure.
it's a kind of mixed trade. You must have you don't just stick to one uh, trading style. So I would personally, I also follow these, and if you can try for 1 or 2 weeks, I hope you'll find very good trades.
Sure. So I think as we suggested, dollar will move up against the Canadian dollar. Though a Canadian dollar is always a strong currency against the US dollar, but we are expecting some good moves in the dollar index. So that's why we would uh, expect some moves that would be in the that would cause the US dollar to go up. The USD Canadian dollar pair would go up, and then it will start to form a downtrend.
Yeah, if you can see, yesterday it did very well. The whole move was such a strong move, and it's just heading to this level
Mm-hmm.
here. In here, sorry. So
1.25.
yeah, so after this, the I think even until Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon, it can come to 1.2577,
1.257.
and from here, then we will just wait for a small retracement,
Retracement,
and
yeah.
it's all set to go up.
True.
So let's move to gold.
Well, gold is a very tricky pair currently. Nowadays, we can see that it's going and touching the resistance of 1360, 1354, 1340. It has touched. It tried to touch few times 1344, and then it's coming down, and then it's again tries to touch 1344. So I think for those guys who are trading on gold, need to be really careful, as the seller may come in and it may uh, actually find a selling position and may form some red candles in the next week.
I myself, I like to trade gold, but at the current position, it's a bit confusing. It's just trying for the last few days, and on weekly, if you see, it's almost a bullish trend now.
Bullish trend, yeah.
Even one candle, weekly candle, doesn't mean that but it has, retraced from this point. It's almost the 6-7 time. You see, it's such a strong resistance at this area. So we can see Monday to Wednesday a little retracement, but I will be, like neutral on both directions.
Actually, I would suggest, my opinion would be that it will go again to 1344. It will try to break. But if there is nothing happens on dollar side and on dollar index, and there is no positive news for the dollar, so it may go up and it will trade higher actually.
Yeah, you're right. But on technical basis, if you can see, the stochastics is already high.
High,
And
it's reached 97. Yeah.
So, and this candle also is showing, like a weakness. So if we move to the daily, let's try and see this how it looks. Even here you can see, Asim, it tried, to break this level, but it's not. Even the yesterday move was, a bit stronger than other US pairs. It did well actually, gold, but I think Monday might open with like little, extra up move. It might start going up, and from here actually, from 1338 to 1340 it can go, and then another rejection is just like on
Yeah,
the left.
at 1344, there is a confirmed rejection because it tried 3 to 4 times last week.
So it's a very strong signal actually.
Very strong resistance. But so we would advise to trade on sell position if it is touching 1344. If it goes above, then it's a buy.
Yeah, but I will just again, and even on every pair, I keep telling all my group members, please just buy on dips and sell on rallies. Strictly follow this, especially when the trend is very strong.
Sure,
So
sure.
you just don't do any, anti-trend trading.
Yeah.
Just be careful and with very tight stop loss.
Yeah.
At this position, you cannot afford, bigger stop losses. So
Sure.
be safe all, and we wish you a very good weekend.
Very good weekend, and I would say if, for all, because we are always discussing the US dollar pairs, in which the US dollar is playing a major role. So if the